So in our child's pose, let's really allow the chest to fall in between the thighs, in between the knees. Just feel this surrender into the mat. Let the forehead just kind of melt into the earth. Let the tailbone get nice and heavy. Become more intentional about your breath. Maybe crawl the fingertips forward toward the top of the mat, just a little bit. And you'll notice you get this nice stretch in the triceps, in the side bodies, like those muscles right under your armpit. So those lateral muscles, those side muscles in the back. From here, just bring your attention to where your shoulders are. If they're up by your ears, go ahead and roll them down the back. Kind of just plug them back into their pockets, but still keep the arms engaged, still keep them nice and long. Notice how that shift in the shoulders changes the sensation in this asana for you, if at all. As you inhale next, feel the side bodies push out into the knees and the thighs. Feel the back rise. Imagine inhaling into that tailbone so much so that it extends back closer to your heels. Let your exhale melt you closer to the earth. Let your exhale be a nice release. The body is still present, still active, but we're soft. We're allowing. Slowly, keeping the torso and the head down, curl the fingertips over to the right side of the mat. For a nice side body stretch, you should feel this all on the left side. Anchor down through that left hip. So you may notice when you crawl over to the side, whatever side, if you're on the left side or if you're on the right side, you'll notice that hip wants to kind of pull up a little bit. Just go ahead and send your inhale there and anchor it down. Slowly curl your fingertips back through center and over to the other side. If you started on the right side, you can take it to the left and vice versa. And slowly curl the fingertips back through center. I'll pull an inspirational card for us today, and I'll read it to you. And it reads, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Taking whatever you need from those words today to carry you through practice, to carry you through the weekend. And whatever you don't need, simply tuck it away until next time. A few more full breaths in our Bri-4, child's pose, allowing those hips to softly open up. Take this time to set your intention for your practice today. Whether it's related to the card that I pulled, an affirmation, a loving, kind, and gentle word that you need to hear, go ahead and set that intention for yourself today. To seal it, we'll take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth, fog up the mat in front of you. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep inhale in through the nose, exhale out, fog up the mat. Once more, just like that. From our child's pose, we're going to press into the palms, lift the hips away from the heels, coming to a tabletop, taking a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, look up to the sun. Exhale, chin to chest, round out through the belly, bring the pelvis forward toward the nose. Keep it going just like that. Making sure shoulders are over wrists, hips over knees. Taking the time to feel that nice front body stretch and back body stretch. So if that means today for you to take one full round of breath in each of these postures, feel free, go for it. If you notice anything is extra tight, if you're in cow and you notice your ribs are tight or your collarbone is tight, take a breath or two there and just send the air to those spaces. There happens to be a tight spot near one of your ribs, or you notice your abs are hurting because you were doing, some HIIT yesterday. Take the time to honor that. In our cat, making sure we're really extending through the arms, pressing the palms into the mat to create this additional space for rounding in the upper spine. Get really heavy in the head in your cat. This is really a time for exploration. We're not in a rush to get to the next thing. We're being fully present in the moment, fully present in our bodies. Adding whatever intuitive motions feel good. So if you want to rotate the head, it's Friday. We're really just going to have fun with it today. No expectations, no judgments, ever really, but especially today. Friday is for fun. Go ahead and bring your big toes together. Open the knees up the width of the mat. And you're going to bring your hips toward the right ankle. Circle them down back toward the heels as if you were going to child's pose. Bring it around toward the left ankle and forward. So we're making a full circle with the hips. Really taking the time so we can accentuate that circle. So we can get a bit of internal and external rotation in those hips. Still keeping the palms firmly planted. You want to speed it up just a little bit, you can, but don't feel obligated. Option to play with it. That's the theme for today, play. Go ahead and reverse your circles. And notice how in spreading the fingertips really wide and activating that Hasta Bandha, that hand lock, you'll be a lot more sturdy. You'll have more of a sturdy foundation so you won't feel as shaky. Play with engaging that core here, bringing the navel to the spine. Notice how that activates your stabilizer muscles so you're able to smoothly go through this flow. One more breath here. Come back through neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes, drop the head, look down between the knees, press into the tops of the feet, inhale up and back, downward dog. Find a nice comfortable position, check your form, shift the hips forward, plank, shift them back to downward dog, shake your head yes, shake your head no, pedal it out, walk your dog, head nice and heavy. Open up those collarbones by relaxing the shoulders down the back, kind of like we did earlier in our child's pose, just pushing those shoulders back into their pockets. Finding a nice still downward dog. Inhaling that tailbone high to the sky. Exhaling, releasing that chest back toward the knees. You're going to inhale up to the tippy toes. Walk the feet forward behind the palms, forward fold. Option to grab opposite elbows or just ragdoll it out with the hands flying freely here. Soft bend in the knees. Go ahead and lift the toes and place them down one by one. Inhale through the nose, exhale out. Go ahead and take your left palm and just kind of wipe down your right arm. And keep it going. And imagine just washing yourself clean, physically, spiritually, energetically. Just washing off anything that you don't need, anything that's been heavy, anything that's been weighing you down. Go ahead and just wipe it on off. Let your breath come out your mouth. Next 2 rounds. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Just get rid of it. Just rid yourself of it. Let it fall out of your fingertips. And go ahead and take it on the left side. Just wipe it on down. Wipe it with some conviction, knowing that you don't need it, you don't want it, you're done with it. And just shake out those arms, shake out those fingertips. You can rotate the wrist here if you need to. Just shake it on out. Imagine anything that just has got to go, anything you don't need, anything no longer serving you is just going to fall right out of those palms, right out of those fingertips. Slide the palms onto your shins. Inhale up halfway to your flat back, and we'll hold it for 2 full breaths. Shoot out through the tailbone, shoot out through the crown of the head, navel into the spine. Again, roll those shoulders down and away. You'll notice how those muscles in your mid-back and that thoracic spine turn on here. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, press into the heels, and we're slowly going to roll on up. Moving slower than you want to move, slower than you think you're moving. In our Tadasana, palms open. Bring your mind's eye to your tailbone, just so we can check our Tadasana mountain pose form. Notice if there's any arching in the back here, if there's any protrusion of the butt is sinking forward, or it feels like you have a nice sturdy foundation from the tailbone in line with the spine. Once you feel this really equal and balanced space, go ahead and bring your navel into the spine, pressing the feet into the mat. Pressing your knees out just a little bit. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see it. You don't have to like press them out, but just press them out a little bit till you feel the sides of your legs start to turn on, maybe even that medial glute. Closing the eyes if you can. Nice soft bend in the knees so we're not sitting in those knee joints. Feeling nice and powerful, like a mountain, if you will. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. We'll take a few rounds of 3-part breath, filling up that lower belly, then the upper belly, then the chest. Exhale out of the chest, the upper belly, then the lower belly. Keeping that breath going, we're going to release the palms down by our side. The palms are nice and open. We're going to bring the thumbs and the ring fingers in to touch one another. This is our Earth Mudra, in honor of Earth Day being yesterday, but we didn't meet yesterday, so we're going to do it today. This mudra is amazing for physical grounding, tapping into the physical body, tapping into the physical strength. So we'll take a few rounds of 3-part breath here in our Earth Mudra, our Pristi Mudra. As you inhale, send the breath down to the soles of your feet. Imagine you are a tree being rooted and planted into the earth so that you can be nurtured by the soil that houses your body, to be watered, to be bathed in sunlight, to be taken care of, to be supported. Continue to let the breath flow into the lower belly, upper belly, then chest. Taking a full body scan, noticing anything that's coming up, feeling nice and strong in the body. Continue to push those knees out ever so slightly so we can really activate all the muscles in those legs. One more round of breath. Maintaining our mudra, inhale the arms out to the side to a T, and feel a nice stretch in the collarbone as you relax those shoulders, widen the collarbone. Feel like somebody's pulling you from the left and the right side at the same time. Inhale those arms up to frame the ears, keeping the mudra. Palms come together. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Heart, hands at heart space. Repeat your intention. Still nice and strong through the rest of the body. Keeping the palms together, press them into one another, feeling that power, feeling that energy, feeling that strength. that's with you every single day. It's nothing that you have to look outward for because it's in you. Take a moment to really, truly feel that magnetic energy that you walk around with every single day. Honor that with one breath in through the nose and another breath out through the mouth. Slowly heel toe the feet out, past hips width distance, as far as you can get them. So you feel like, okay, that's my end point. We're in a wide leg full stance here. Pressing the toes into the mat. Squeezing those glutes, still taking a time to explore that tailbone. Nice balanced position. Pressing the pinky toe sides of the feet into the mat. Keeping the hands at Undulate Mudra. We're going to hinge at the hips, sending the tailbone back, keeping the back as flat as possible. Into a wide leg forward fold. Drop the torso, drop the head, release the palms. Heavy in the head. Slowly begin to wave from left to right. If the palms can touch the ground, allow them to. Slowly sway over to the left side, putting a bend in the left knee, sending the tailbone backwards, bending into that knee as much as you feel comfortable. Inhale, exhale, over to the right, bend the right knee, push that right knee out toward the right side of the room. Inhale up, exhale to the left. And we're going to continue this at the pace of our own breath, finding a nice fluid motion. Think about waves in the ocean on a nice summer day, because I'm sure we all wish it was summer instead of cold winter. You'll feel the muscles in your leg really stretching. You may feel something that feels extra tight going down through the inner thigh, along the back side of the thigh. If it feels a little tight, just really breathe into it. That may or may not be your gracilis muscle. And we'll meet back in a neutral forward fold. Slowly crawl the fingertips over to the right foot. Turn the right foot toward the right edge of the mat. Frame the right foot with both of your palms. Pivot on the ball of that left foot. We're in our runner's lunge, rock forward and backward, keeping that core engaged, keeping the heel of the front foot on the mat. Plant that left palm, squeezing that left glute. Inhale, open the chest to the right arm up to the sky for a nice crescent twist. Option to find a half bind here, sweeping the right arm behind your back, reaching for the left hip. If not, keep that arm nice and stretched out toward the earth. One more full breath here. Exhale, bring that right palm on the inside of your right foot for our lizard pose. If you want to get a little bit deeper, feel free to come down to the forearms or just stay up on your palms. 3 full breaths here as we open the hips, keeping this collarbone nice and wide. If this is too intense, feel free to bring that left knee to the earth. Slowing the breath. Pushing that right knee out toward the right just a bit to create more space for your hips to actually open. If you're on your forearms, come back up to your palms, untuck that left or tuck that left toe, left knee comes off the earth. Straighten that right leg, turn both toes back into the middle of the mat, wide leg forward fold. Inhale up halfway, flat back, shoot the tailbone out, shoot the crown forward. Exhale, fold forward. Walk the palms over to the left foot, turn the left foot toward the left side of the mat, pivot up on the ball of that right, rock forward, rock backward, runner's lunge. Plant that right palm, inhale, crescent twist. Finding a half bind on this side. If you did, on the other side. If not, just stay in your twist, breathe, feel, be present. Exhale that left palm on the inside of the left foot, lizard on the other side. Dropping that knee if you need to, coming down to your forearms if it's available to you today. Play with squeezing the glutes. Notice how that may get you deeper into the asana. That right knee is off the mat, back to your wide leg forward fold. Heel toe those feet in together. So you're back in a forward fold with feet hips width distance apart. Inhale up halfway to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to your plank. And we'll hold it for 10, 9, keeping strong, pushing the floor away. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Your hips are in line with your shoulders. 4, 3, 2, release the knees to the mat. Melt the chest between the thumbs, elbows hug the torso, straighten the legs, push into the palms. Inhale up, low cobra. Exhale down, push it back for your wide leg child pose. Knees apart, toes together. Taking a full body scan. Go ahead and flip the palms upward here for about 2 full breaths. And slowly flip them back over, palms to the mat. Noticing what feels a little more free. Having a conversation with your body about your accessibility, what feels safe, what feels nice for you today, and what doesn't. Truly listen to what your body is saying and honor that. Press into the palms and slowly walk your palms back toward your knees so you come to sit on your heels. Inhale the arms up to frame the ears. Exhale, twist to the right, left palm on the outside of the right thigh, right palm behind the feet. Track the eyes over the right shoulder. Staying nice and tall through the spine, anchoring down through the tailbone. Every inhale creates length, get a little taller. Every exhale, twist a little deeper. Your breath will do the work. You don't have to force the body. 2 more full breaths. Inhale, grow. Exhale, twist. To come out, we're going to bring our navel to the spine. Inhale, arms frame the ears. Exhale, twist to the other side. 3 full breaths. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Navel to the spine. Inhale, arms frame the ears. Exhale, push the arms down to the side. Swing the feet to the left or to the right. And you might need to scoot up on your mat if you were like me. Bend the knees, put the soles of the feet onto the earth, extend the arms out, palms facing one another for our modified Navasana. Feel this nice length happening from the tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And on an exhale, recline back by about 3 inches. You'll notice that those abs immediately turn on. Tap into that. Turn those abs on, squeeze those glutes, suck that navel into your spine. Keep your chest nice and proud. We're really working on keeping the collarbones wide today. And if you can, we're going to inhale, lift the feet off the mat, keeping the tailbone glued into the mat and keeping the collarbone nice and wide. We'll hold it here for 10, 9, 8. Option to bring your palms to Anjali Mudra. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release the feet back to the earth. For my count of 10, we're going to roll it down. 10, 9, 8. Keeping the feet glued to the mat as much as possible. Keeping the head aligned with the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring that outer right ankle onto the left thigh. Inhale the left foot off the mat, keeping that left knee and left ankle in one line. Clasp the fingertips behind the left thigh. Inhale, pull that left knee in. Exhale, bend at that right elbow and push that right thigh out. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Every inhale, that left knee comes closer to the heart. Every exhale, that right knee goes further away from the heart. Opening up in our reclined figure 4, slowing down the breath, being really intentional to feel every subtle motion and sensation that comes up here. Encouraging those shoulders down to the back because what? We're widening those collarbones, opening up that heart. Maybe your 3-part breath, maybe some vibrational breath here. Inhaling through the nose, exhale out with the flutter of the lips. Maybe box breath, inhaling for the count of 4, exhaling for the count of 4. The choice is yours, yogi. One more full breath. Listen to the body. Don't push your body past any safe limits, but let's get a little deeper into the stretch. Really open up those hips. Press that left knee into the face. One full breath. Inhale, exhale out. Lower that left knee. Lower the left foot. And we're going to windshield wipe the legs out from left to right. Practicing out the arms or dropping the arms to a T, either or. Noticing how even as we take an active rest here, keeping the core engaged might help us get a little deeper into these twists. One more on either side, right, and then left. Bring the feet back to a center position. Bring the outer left ankle onto the right thigh. Inhale, left thigh up. Knee and ankle in one line, keeping both feet flexed to protect our knees. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, left knee away. 5 breaths. We've been here before. You know what to do. If you notice that there's some scrunching in your neck, go ahead and lift your head up a little bit and act as if somebody's pulling your head upward behind you toward the top of that mat to really create length in the spine and in the neck. Use that breath. It's a resource, our prana, our life force. One more breath. Push your limits a little bit. Bring that right knee into the heart. Left knee away. Inhale. Exhale. Lower that foot back down to the earth. Then the left. Windshield wipe it out. Keep going. Windshield wiping the knees. Moving as slowly as you need to or as quickly as you need to. I'm just coming to check on you guys in the chat. Making sure nobody had any questions. Amazing. Bringing your knees back to center. Just go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Rock to the left, rock to the right. As you rock, you may notice that you're kind of going into that thoracic spine, right? That middle section of our back. Let's continue to rock left and right, maybe even in a circular motion, but let's try to press that lower back into the mat so we can get a little bit of a massage there, especially after some of the twisting that we've done thus far. Taking your time to slow the motion down. We're moving a little slower than we normally move today, because why not? Go ahead and extend both legs out in front of you, pressing the bottoms of the legs into the mat. They can be about hips width distance apart. Flexing those toes back toward the nose. The palms can be face down, face up, into a T, in a cactus, yogi's choice. We're going to go ahead and hug that right knee into the chest for our Apanasana. Still pressing that left calf into the mat. Those toes are flexed. Both legs are nice and active. Inhale, pull that knee into the chest. You'll feel this nice stretch on the inner portion of the thigh, maybe even in the glutes. Let's go ahead and bring your pointer and your middle finger of the right hand and hook it around your big toe. From here, go ahead and flex that toe before we even move it. And once you have that yogi toe lock, go ahead and press up toward the ceiling from the heel of that foot to lengthen that leg. Getting it as straight as you possibly can. And once you get to your stopping point, rotate that right shoulder away from the leg and down closer toward the earth. We'll hold it here as we inhale, push through that right heel, keeping that foot flexed. As we inhale, We'll lengthen through the heel as we exhale, relax that shoulder down to the earth. From here, take your left palm, place it on the back of your right calf, release your yogi toe lock. At this point, your left arm should be holding your right leg. Straighten that leg, go ahead and point that toe, and we'll hold the leg here. Inhale, point up to the sky. Exhale, pull that knee toward your heart space, just by a little bit. We want to keep the leg straight. Still pressing that left calf into the mat. Keeping the toes pointed. Slowly release the leg for my count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, right heel to the mat, flex that toe, hug the left knee in. That was our Supta big toe lock. You know where we're going. Take the time to open up the back of that leg. Encouraging that knee to the left and to the right. That feels nice. Our Supta Padangusthasana. All right, so go ahead and take the left palm, point finger, middle finger, grip it around that big toe, flex that left foot. When you're ready, inhale through that left heel. You may notice that one side is harder than the other. For me, this is definitely the tighter side, but keep it going, stay present, keep pressing that right leg into the mat. As a matter of fact, go ahead and take your right palm and just place it on the right thigh so that you can help and encourage that leg to stay down. Inhale, shoot upward through the heel. Exhale, release that left shoulder down toward the mat. Don't shy away from the sensation. Taking the time to assess the difference between pain and discomfort. Bring the right palm behind the left calf. Release the yogi toe lock. Softly grip the shin. Point the toe. Exhale, left knee toward the face. Release the palm. Keep that leg up. We're going to lower it down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Pressing that lower back into the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Sweep your arms over the head. Let the backs of the palms fall to the floor. And reach upward, alternating arms like you're trying to grab something that's behind you. Still breathing. Wiggle those fingers, crack your knuckles, rotate the wrist. Find stillness with those arms extended out, up and behind you. Go ahead and bring the feet together. They don't have to be touching, but a little narrower than hips width distance. Squeeze the glutes. Actively press the navel into the spine, so much so that the lower back glues to the mat. Bring the palms to face one another. They're not touching. From here, I'll demo it first, and then you guys can do it at your own pace. Activate those cores, navel to spine, squeeze the glutes. We're going to take a nice explosive inhale and exhale, power it up. Fingertips touch the toes. So we're going to inhale. Yes? All right, I'll do it again with you guys. Activate the core. Inhale, biggest inhale all day. Exhale out, power it up. If your hands don't reach your toes, they can rest on your shins or on the floor on the outside of your shins. Slowly roll it on up to our staff pose, Dandasana. Legs extended out, toes are flexed, palms press into the mat right on the outside of the hips, elbows hug softly by the side. We're going to inhale the arms up to frame the ears. Exhale, melt the chest forward, reach toward the toes, forward fold. Feel this nice stretch in the back side of the body, also known as intense west side stretch. Navel to spine, slowly roll it on up. We're going to do that once more. Inhale, arms to frame the ears. Exhale, hinge at the hips, keeping your back as flat as possible. Then, once you feel that stretch, release the head. If you ever need to, this can also be done with a strap. I put mine away, but what you can do is just wrap the strap around your palms. Bring it on the outside of the soles of your feet, and keeping your elbows in, you can give the strap a very gentle tug, still keeping the spine nice and tall. Slowly roll it on up. Bring the ankles in, Sukhasana. Let's create some torso circles. Taking a body scan, noticing what's new, what's different. Learn something new about yourself, about your body. Go ahead and reverse those circles. Inhale the arms up, frame the ears. Exhale, push the air down. Keep it going. Inhale up. Exhale, push it down. Inhale up. Exhale, push it down. Inhale up. Hold it. Palms come together. Exhale, Untitled Mudra. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Blow it out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Next time, blow it out like you're blowing out a candle. From here, we're going to lower the palms to our knees, bringing the tips of the thumb and the ring finger on the left hand, keeping the rest of the fingers exposed for our Pristi Mudra. And then we're going to take our right palm and drop our middle ring and pointer finger inside the thumbs, like so, or inside the palms, like so. We're going to close off the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left. Hold it at the top. Close off the left nostril with the pinky. Exhale through the right. For our alternate nostril breathing, inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Alternate closing, alternate nostrils, hence alternate nostril breath, also known as our Nadi Shodhana. Let the breath really flow. Try to make there be very little, if any, pause at all between both nostrils. 3 more rounds. Release both palms. You can find your Earth Mudra on the right hand. 3 deep breaths in through the nose. You can take the breath however you need to. Go ahead and plant the palms in front of your knees. Come up through tabletop. Take a few cat cows. Extend the right leg out and back onto the ball of that foot. Then the left. We're in our plank. Squeeze the glutes, navel to spine. Inhale, hips go up and back. Downward dog. Inhale that right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Hips are squared off to the earth. You can point or flex that toe. Squeeze that glute, encouraging that heel a little bit higher. Press that left heel down to the mat. Inhale that knee into your chest. We're in a 3-legged plank. Exhale, shoot it back out, 3-legged dog. Inhale that knee into the chest. Bring that foot between the palms. Inhale up to high crescent lunge on the ball of that left foot. Nice 90-degree bend in the right knee. Press into that right heel. Step the left foot forward. Untitled Mudra. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see me. Go ahead and release the palms to either side of the body. Feel the weight evenly distributed against the feet. They're about hips width distance apart. If the eyes are closed, go ahead and flutter them open. Find a non-moving point of focus. Your Dristi, we've worked with these before. You are familiar. Something that is in front of you, that is stable, that isn't moving. So it wouldn't be the camera or the computer screen, because I am moving. Feel your roots firmly planted into the earth, like a beautiful flower that's ready to bloom in the season of spring, maybe even a tree with beautiful, colorful leaves. Shift your weight into the left foot, becoming light in the right foot. Hug that right knee into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shin. Before we move on, let's just work on our focus using the breath. If you're a little shaky through that standing leg, press the toes into the mat, the heels and the balls of the feet. We don't want to lock out through that left knee. It's nice and soft in the left knee. Squeeze those glutes, widen the collarbone. Still breathing. And slowly lower that right knee back down to the earth. Shake it out. And we're going to do the same thing on the left. Find your Dristi. Take 2 full deep breaths. Shift the weight into the right foot. Hug that left knee into the chest. Same thing. Your standing leg is nice and sturdy. It's firm. The glutes for that right leg are squeezed. Soft bend in the knees out of the joint. We'll hold it here for 3 full breaths before we continue. Really bringing that navel into spine to hold that knee up. As we release the arms to the side, slowly lower that knee. Shake it on out. So we are going to continue exploring our hand toe lock. We've done it in a reclined position, so we're going to do it now in a standing position. Get nice and sturdy. Root through the feet. Feel nice and strong in your mountain pose. Shift the weight to the left. Tap into that Dristi. You can see your intention in 3D written across this object, whatever it is for you. Squeeze those glutes. Bring your tailbone to a nice neutral and balanced position. Everything is active. The tailbone is wide. The crown is reaching up to the universe. Inhale that right knee up to the chest. Go ahead and get a nice placement of the shin from the left palm. And keeping your spine as straight as possible, reach those right toe lock fingers toward the big toe. From here, whenever you're ready, you can release the left palm. If you want to stay here, you can. If you would like to get a little bit deeper into the asana to explore, hinge slightly at the hips and kick out forward with that right heel, keeping that lock. Nice. Encourage the heel forward on an inhale and an exhale. Bring that right shoulder back, just like we did on the earth. If you can get that heel up a little higher, do so, keeping the back as straight as possible. One more full breath. Slowly bend that knee. Release the palm. Right foot to the earth. Let's just wave it out. Maybe create some hip circles. Just move your hips, sway your hips, bring the arms over your head, push the air down. Let's find our Tadasana, and we'll take it again on the left side. Find your Dristi, do what you need to do to get grounded, to get rooted. If you want to take a few breaths here in your Earth Mudra to ground, to tap into that physical strength and that physical body, by all means, your mat, your practice, yogi. Whenever you are ready, flutter the eyes open, lock in on your Dristi. Inhale the left knee into the heart, keeping the glutes engaged, core engaged, eyes focused on the Dristi. Find your locked fingers. And whenever you're ready, stopping wherever you see fit. Inhale, push that left heel out. And if you fall out, hop back in. Whenever you're ready, bend at that left knee. Keep that knee up to the chest. Release the leg or release the arm. Exhale the leg down. Inhale the arms out to frame the ears. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Exhale, flow forward. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Exhale, flow forward. Sway to the left, sway to the right. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to your plank, and you can go through your flow by dropping the knees, chest, chin, or going through a full chaturanga, lowering the body down one straight line, untucking the toes, inhale up, low cobra, high cobra, whichever is in your practice. Push it back to child's pose. 3 full breaths. Maybe you find a little slow motion, rolling to the left and to the right, flowing. Slowly walk your fingertips back up. Sit on your heels. Swing the feet to the left or to the right. And come to a reclined position, knees bent, soles glued into the mat. Hug both the knees in. And then part the knees with your palms. So we're getting this hip opening. Sway to the left and to the right. Pressing that lower back into the mat the entire time. Go ahead and extend that left leg out onto the floor. You can flex the toes or not as we begin to cool it on down. Again, we're grabbing that yogi toe lock, grabbing that toe. Exhale, push that heel upward. 1 full breath. Exhale, bend at the knee. The heel comes back toward the heel. So we're going to remove the toe lock from our right hand, and we're going to lock the right toe with the left finger. Inhale, press that heel up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale, press the heel up to the sky. Next exhale, we're going to drag that right leg over to the left. So I have to move over to do that. So it's going to look like this. If the leg can touch the floor, amazing. If it can't, the effort is sufficient. Look over the right shoulder. Really allow the exhale here to surrender you. We're getting many sensations here because we're getting a nice twist. We're getting lengthening through the hamstring, through the glutes. Keeping that toe lock engaged. We're gonna push out toward the right, toward the left with our right heel. Inhale the leg up, hug it back in, extend it outward. Inhale the left knee into the chest, toe lock, left finger, left heel. Inhale, heel up to the ceiling. Let your next exhale bring that left heel down to the booty. Swap out the hands, right hand on left toes. Inhale, heel forward up to the ceiling. Exhale, drag it on over. Look over the left shoulder. Keeping that toe lock if you can. Noticing the subtle differences between one side and the other. Bring your mind's eye to that lumbar spine, that lower back. It's always nice to find a nice gentle twist because that lumbral sacral area, that lumbar sacrum spine area is the base of our spine. It is the weight-bearing portion of our spine. So to really reduce any compression in that area and just take out any tension or tightness, a twist is always nice. Shoot out through that left heel toward the right. Inhale, leg back through center. Exhale, bend the knee, release it down. Just beat the mat with the bottoms of your legs. Your hands can be wherever you see fit. Once more, we're gonna hug the knees into the chest. Find a toe lock once more. It's the last time today. With the toe lock, encourage the knees toward the armpits, bringing the soles of the feet upward to the ceiling. This time, the knees are going to remain in this awesome 90-degree bend. So we're going to press upward through the heels, keeping the knees bent because we're pulling and pushing at the same time. So push through the heels and pull through the toes. So you should feel this awesome dynamic, this duality of a push and pull. As we encourage the shoulders down toward the mat, you'll feel this nice stretch happening in the back of the body. Exhale through the mouth. Give it sound if you need to. If it needs to be a vibrational breath with the flutter of the lips, do so. Taking whatever kind of breath you need here. Pressing that lower back into the mat and shoulders melt into the earth. Slowly guide the soles of the feet in toward one another. Bring them together with the palms. Slowly release the ankles down to the mat. Vatakanasana. Knees open to the sides of the mat. Palms can face up or face down. They can be cactus out. They can be in a T, yogi's choice. We'll take 5 full breaths here. I'm gonna hop on out to check with you guys. Stay in your Vatakanasana. In our Vatakanasana, let's bring our mind's eye to the hips, the hip sockets, and just feel anything that comes up there. Subtle opening. Slowly begin to press the heels downward toward the bottom edge of the mat, straightening the legs. Bringing your arms to either side of the body. They can be face down, they can be face up, it can be one or the other. As we prepare for our Shavasana, feel the weight of the head, the shoulders, the middle spine press into the mat, the lower spine, the back. Feel the knees fall through the backs of the legs into the floor. Imagine you could dent the mat with the heels. Focusing within on the breath, on our life force. Inhaling, feeling the belly expand. As you exhale, feel everything move toward the middle of your body. Inhale, feel it expand outward. Exhale, it falls inward. Repeat to yourself, either silently or out loud, the light of love surrounds me. The energy of love enfolds me. The power of love protects me. The presence of love is within me. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back into the space. Wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, whichever side feels nice to you. Roll over to one side, left or right, and curl the body into a fetal position, hugging the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins, finding this nice rounding of the upper back, letting the shoulders fall forward in toward the outer knees. Rounding from the base of the spine to the neck. You can even drop that head toward the knees if that feels gentle and kind to you. In this fetal position, we mimic the shape that we were in for such a time before we were brought into the world, while we were in the womb. So allow this moment here and the next few moments to follow to act as a rebirth. Be refreshed, be rejuvenated, be reborn. Not as a different person or this brand new person or an unrecognizable person, but allow yourself to be reborn, rebirthed into your body, into every present moment from here on out. More present than when you got on the mat, more connected to your breath than when you got onto the mat, more connected to your emotional, spiritual, and physical bodies than when you first got on the mat. The more connected you are to you, the more connected you are to your divine power, whatever that looks like for you. Press the palms in front of the chest to come to a seated lotus or Sukhasana. We'll take our Earth Mudra one more time, touching the tips of the thumb and the ring finger in together. The rest of the fingers are extended out. Closing the eyes if it feels safe, extending upward through the crown, tailbone grounded, spine long. Inhale in through the nose, exhale out through the nose, taking whatever prana you need to take, whether that looks like your alternate nostril breathing, your vibrational breath, your 3-part breath, your box breath, whatever it is for you, yogi's choice for the rest of the time that we're on the mat as we seal our time together. Thank you for showing up on the mat today. Not for me, but for you. Because every single time you get on the mat, you are a little bit better. And when you are a little bit better, the world is a little bit better. Palms together in Anjali Mudra. Bow your chin to your chest to honor the divinity within you. Namaste. I hope everyone feels amazing. I hope everybody has the most beautiful weekend. Stay warm. It is not fun that we still have to tell each other to stay warm, but I do hope you stay warm. And class is still going on through next week. So we will be meeting on Monday evening at 6 and then Friday morning at 10. And then I believe next week there's class. The week after that, there's also class. And stay tuned. Follow the St. John's Direct pages if you haven't, because during finals week, there will be an outdoor class or there will be 2 outdoor classes that I'll be teaching. One on the Monday of finals week, and then one on that Friday, I believe. So stay tuned for more information on that. Next week, if you guys come to class, I will let you know the exact times and exact dates for that, just so you have it. You can put it in your calendars if you would like. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. You're welcome.